A look at McLean Stadium on the banks of the Brazos. It's the Oklahoma Sooners and the Baylor Bears. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Holly Rowe is down on the sideline.
Thanks, guys. Checking in with the Baylor head coach before the game. He told me that his quarterback deserves all of the Heisman attention that he is receiving. We have seen what he's been able to do through the air. He is top 5 right now in the country in passing touchdowns, and he continues to improve in his ball security. I believe he belongs in that conversation for Heisman Trophy, but we'll keep you posted. This could change through the course of the season, but right now, he is on track to hear his name called in New York. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. So the Baylor Bears offense will have the first possession of the game. And here comes the maestro of this offense. Passed for more than 350 yards and 3 touchdowns in his last game.
Yeah, and you know, when we talk to the coaching staff, they just sort of say, hey, we're going to go as our quarterback goes. And they're on a nice little win streak right now. And the biggest reason why is because the play of the guy behind center. He has been lights out throwing it. He's been making big plays, keeping the offense on rhythm and avoiding the turnovers. That's all been critical. He keeps playing like this, they're going to keep winning games.
They'll knock him down after a pickup of 1 to the 18.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Making the adjustment on the play. 2nd down, gonna throw it. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
They got 3 on the last pass. Here comes 2nd and 7. Not able to hook up there, incomplete.
What a play by the defender that time, because he's matched up one-on-one man coverage against an outstanding wide receiver, and it's the defender who makes the play. Really, really good position. He was up to the challenge. Be interesting to see if this quarterback goes his way again.
Throws to the wideout. Can't hang on after the hit, and it'll be 4th down. Now, wait just a second here. I don't see the kicker coming out. I think they're going to go for it here. Needs it here on 4th down. Looking left. Hauls it in, the 1st down and more. They get him on the ground, but not before he keeps his opening drive alive with a 4th down conversion. Wants to throw again. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. Hauls it in. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
You're seeing this offense aggressive here right out of the gate. I don't even know if they're planning on running the football the rest of this game, the way they're throwing it right now. I mean, they're just throwing caution to the wind. And, David, we know it. They've got a lot of confidence in their skill players throwing the ball, and right now that's been very apparent early.
Well, and now you knock me back on my heels a little bit. Now I'm like, oh, crud, is this their game plan? Is this going to be pass, pass, pass? So defensively, I'm thinking, how do I make my subs? Do I go dime? Do I go nickel, right? Like, they're definitely...
Cannot get away. It is a huge sack, and I can't imagine what he was thinking on that play. 10th play of the drive coming up, but this time a chance for the defense to get off the field on 3rd and long. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. And he feels the heat coming, and it burns him up. Another sack.
And I'm really impressed with the start by this defense. Like getting to the quarterback early and often. First drive, already have 2 sacks. That's a good sign for this defense.
Down he goes, and the defense snuffs out this drive with a sack.
Listen, I have no problem being aggressive on fourth down, but the consequences of that, now you got to have your defense go bail you out. So you started the game trying to be aggressive. Well, defense, you got to get my back now.
Set of downs going up top. Under pressure. Reels it in. And he'll be tackled, but there is a flag on the field. A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. The holding penalty will make it 1st and 20. Sells to run, looking to pass. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38. After the sack, they have their work cut out for them. Basically, they have to get it to the other side of town. Timed it perfectly to knock it free and forces the 3rd down.
Tell you what, that was a lightning-fast decision. You could tell he knew what he wanted to do right away, makes the decision, but maybe his footwork wasn't a little bit good, and the pass wasn't where he wanted to put that thing. I know that.
On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Flip it out to the back on the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass, as it just never developed. And the Sooners will punt it away on 4th down. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Not a lot of room to make this catch. And they'll get downfield and make the tackle right at the 16-yard line. Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs, on 1st down finding positive plays.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points, but they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash some of these drives in.
Guys, when you think about the big picture for Baylor, they've jumped to the top of the conference standings. Now the trick is finding a way to stay there.
Well, and that's your goal to start the season. It's always about the conference first. It's not about the national championship picture. So great job taking care of business within the conference, Jesse, but a lot of meat still left on the schedule.
Yeah, and remember, conference championships mean a lot because the way the college football playoff is set up, if you're winning your conference championship, you're probably in the playoff discussion. So they've got a lot of games ahead. They're in that prime spot right now inside their conference. They've got to keep playing well.
And the Bears are in the hurry-up. Wants to go up top on 2nd down. Going right back to Smith. Taken down. As the officials spot the ball, they've stopped play for an injured Baylor Bear. They've got a good chunk of ground to cover on 3rd and long from the 41. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming.
Now this QB already in the...
Wait just a second. They're leaving the offense on the field. They're going to go for it in this situation. Got to make the play on 4th. And the incomplete pass turns it over in their own end. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Selling the run, but he wants to throw it. Stands in and takes the hit. And he gets rid of it.
And not surprised at all, man. You force the turnover, great field position, and you get aggressive. You try to throw the football on the first play. This is that little fringe area, man. That 30 to 50-yard line, you got a lot of space to still throw. You get your receivers open and try to make plays in the passing game.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. They got him, and down he goes, and what a huge sack that might have knocked him out of field goal range. The Sooners send out the punt unit. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. The punt goes out of bounds, and a nice job to get them backed up. I think they'll spot it right around the 15. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. Back to pass, it's Gentry. Fires to the wideout. Makes a connection. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32. They'll snap this one from the 32. It's first down. Fresh set of downs going to the air. Looking down the middle. That pass is incomplete.
Well, I think this quarterback just has to be careful with his decision-making. Yes, he's one of the most talented guys in the country, but early in this game, we're now seeing him throw the ball into double coverage. He's very lucky that one wasn't picked off.
Yeah, and listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He's in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double-team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
Oh, he's going to be brought down. A huge loss on the play. The Bears line up to punt it away. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Trying to make one miss. Coverage team able to put a stop to that return at the 42-yard line. They'll start this drive from the 42. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. And with that stop, we are headed toward the end of the first quarter. Defense has dominated the early part of this game, and the stats point that out emphatically. Still nothing on the board as we open up play here in the second quarter. First play of the period will be a second down. Off play action. Lucky to get it off.
There's an example of what happens when the quarterback doesn't have a chance to set his feet. The pressure just forced him to have to work off schedule a little bit. And I think because of that, he wasn't able to be as accurate as he wanted to be.
Turns it upfield. They get him stopped, and it's going to bring up a fourth down. The Sooners will punt this one away. They'll look to pin him deep. Solid punt, headed toward the sideline, trying to make it tough to return. Baylor sends out the offense to go to work. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. That's caught. It's Smith. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. Finds his man down the middle. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down. And the Bears can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. The RPO fired complete to the left. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain.
I love this defense's ability to fight off blocks and rally to the football. They do such a great job pursuing that wide receiver screen to only allow a minimal gain and no first down.
Wants to throw on third down. Just gets rid of that one.
Great job by the defense there. They weren't surprised by that play call there on third and short. They were expecting pass. They took everything away and forced the incompletion.
Just 1 for 3 on fourth down so far in this one, but they'll stay on the field and try to convert here. Snapped it, and he has to have it. Big tight end makes the grab. It's a first down. And he's brought down, but they believe the offense could convert the fourth down, and it paid off. The Bears are rolling down the field. The run inside. It's Hawkins. Stopped after a gain of 3. It'll be 2nd and 7.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Unloads to the wideout. Makes the grab. And he stopped, brought down at the 18. It'll be enough for the first down. And the Bears, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. They're looking to pass from the red zone. Got his man. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Second down, gonna throw it. Right side, it's Smith. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. Throws it off the RPO. He is stopped well short of the first down, but they are still in field goal range, assuming they send the kicker out there. They converted fourth down earlier on this drive, and now they'll try it again. Snaps on fourth down. Stepping to the right. The throw. Pulls it in with one hand. Dragged to the ground, but not before. He's converted the fourth down to keep the drive going. The Bears trying to pay off the threat on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4.
If at first you don't succeed, try again. I wouldn't be surprised if they just turn around and hand it off to him again here on second.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Quarterback signaling to his guys. Back to pass on second down. Missed receiver there. It's incomplete.
We just have not seen this offense look very sharp so far in this game, running or throwing it. In the second half, throwing it specifically, I think they need to find a better rhythm. They've got to find a way to get some completions strung together.
Fires quickly. He'll be stopped right there. They threw it short of the goal line, and now they've got some ground to cover on fourth down.
Sometimes people get lost and they don't realize the down and distance. And third and short, most people are playing man covers. They're trying to get some pressure on that wide receiver, not give him a free release. Nice job by the defense, understanding the situation.
Grabs it. They will score. Touchdown, Bears. They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0.
And I love the decision by the quarterback, finding his playmaker, getting him the football quickly so that he can make something happen after the play and get 6.
And you don't see a lot of these. You don't see a lot of onside kicks earlier in the game, especially in the second quarter. You still feel each other out. You're still getting into the game. You don't want to give away that momentum, but that's exactly what they did by failing on that onside kick.
The option, the keeper. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and they've got a chance to lock this thing up before the break. And on second down for this offense. Escapes the sack. Breaks into the open. And he takes it all the way down to the 10-yard line. An explosive play for this offense. Finally, this offense starting to shake the cobwebs and get things moving. It's 1st and 10. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
And that is why this defense is so good. They get after the quarterback and get him on the ground. That's their 3rd on the day, and they're number 1 in the country in sacks, and they have been a problem for every offense they've faced.
Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. They're all over it. They've got him. Great pressure by this defense. The Bears call a timeout. That'll be their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Looking for the end zone. Fires the pass, intercepted. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick. They are backed up, top field position. The drive starts from their own 9-yard line. First play of the drive, he'll look to throw. He's got it. Give him 9 on that one. Sets up a 2nd and 1. After the 9-yard completion, a wide-open playbook on 2nd and short. Finds his man. Gets it out to the 27-yard line, and they'll move the chains for a first down. New set of downs after the completion. Drops back on first down. Got his man. Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one. Timeout taken by Baylor. It's second. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. And the Bears are at the line looking to convert on third and short. Looking to throw for it. Fires to the wideout. And this is going to be incomplete on third down.
Well, the defense is waking up now, right? The first drive, they allowed a touchdown.
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. Needs it here on fourth down. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Throws to the wideout. Working a little foot magic on the sidelines, and it'll be enough for the first down. Just enough time for one final play of the half. Wants to throw on first. Unloads to the wideout. The pass falls incomplete, and that's how we'll finish this half. And they head to the locker room. 2 quarters in the books, and time for us now to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football studio with scores from around the country.
Guys, kind of the unofficial halfway point of the season. Week 8 and another exciting update from the EA Sports desk. Let's start with Toledo taking on the Ohio Bobcats. And it's the Rockets coming away with a blowout victory in what looks like a major upset. Expect major changes in the polls this week. And it's 3 straight victories for this team as they start to get hot. Here now some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now. And now back to your game in Waco. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big fat W. And with that, let's send it back to the guys along the banks of the Brazos River at McLean Stadium.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. The Bears will kick it away to start the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Time for this Sooner offense to go back to work. After the lack of production in the first half, plenty to talk about. Let's see what they can dial up here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I think you stay calm. I think you make adjustments, Jesse. I think you realize what they're doing to us and how can I attack that. But you also tell the guys, low-scoring game, still very much in this. We can still be who we are.
It's a good point. I think on offense, this is not the time to reinvent the wheel. I think you stay true to who you are and what your identity is. And you've got to show confidence in your guys to go out and just execute better here in the second half.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on third and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Finds a man on the left. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Sooners!
And, man, that is exactly what you wanted to see from this offense to start the third quarter. Like, the passing game, it just wasn't in sync. It wasn't where it needs to be. You dug yourself a little bit of hole, Palmer, but coming out like this, throwing, trusting your quarterback, putting a drive together, that's got to be a good sign.
And this is where the coaching staff really makes their money. When you can go in at halftime and switch things up and make the changes you need to make to your game plan to find that rhythm and get it established. That is such a great way, you're right, to start this thing. And now for this offense, it's about keeping it going and trying to stay one step ahead of the defense.
Pulls and fired complete. Could not make his way to the corner.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's third best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
And that's a gift, right? Like, he was pretty dang open, and that drag route came open, and he had a chance to catch that, chew up some yards, but the defense will take it. And I tell you what, when you go over the middle, man, you got to have some courage, and I don't know if he felt some pressure and some bodies around him, but that was a clear drop.
Well, I got to give the defense credit on that. Third down, they were almost anticipating some throws to the outside. They took it all away, so they forced the quarterback to go into the middle of the field on the drag route where everybody could converge on the receiver and make the tackle short of the first down.
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. Got to make the play on fourth. And they gambled in their own end, turn it over on downs, and now the other offense is set up. Quarterback by himself in the backfield. Snap on first down, wants to throw. And the rush will get to him at the 25. And the Sooners trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Second down to the air. In traffic, it's Jordan. And he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room. And guys, they really need to take advantage of this field position on third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Rushes on. Out wide right, it's Jordan. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. And here comes the field goal unit. Dead center perfect. And with that, they've taken the lead.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
On the move from inside his 5. He's got great speed. Got a little room. They eventually chase him down, but what a spectacular return that almost went all the way. Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. They haven't really been able to light up this scoreboard. Touchdown, Bears! That one will give them the lead. Well, just as you would expect, that didn't take very long.
It didn't, Reese, and you've got to make great field position count. When you've got opportunities, you got to pay it off. And the offense took advantage, scoring a touchdown. Didn't have far to go, but they got the points they needed.
And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. You can feel the momentum starting to swing in this stadium. It's 1st and 10. Running inside. It's Coates. He's got the first down. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. Open the drive with a chunk play out past the 40, and they are in business on first down. Tells the run, wants to pass. Fires it incomplete.
This is a situation here in the third quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this and all of a sudden have to throw the football when the defense knew that was going to happen. The incompletion there is not a big surprise. This defense knows what's coming, and it's all because of the points right now on the scoreboard.
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. And the quarterback is toast back at the 35. The Sooners will bring the punt team onto the field. On the return. Cover guys do their job, and they get him stopped at the 22-yard line. The Bears offense makes its way onto the field. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Finds his big tight end. And the big fella couldn't elude the cornerback who makes a sure tackle. Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end early.
Yeah, I mean, just such a great job on first down, setting up an easier second down. Understanding I don't always have to push the ball down the field, but see the tight end, make the throw. No, it's not a big gain, but makes life really easy on me on second down.
You got to think they'll try to muscle their way forward on third and short from the 29. Here comes the heat. Big sack. This defense all over it. Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. Snapped it, and he has to have it. They'll knock him down, but he moves the sticks, and the fourth down decision pays off big time. And the Bears will snap it on 1st and 10. Scanning the field, it's Gentry. And the defense forced that incompletion with the deflection. 2nd and long here. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a 3rd down.
And that's not a surprise. When a QB lines up and sees man-to-man coverage on his guy that runs so fast on the GPS that it's speeding in a school zone, like, this dude can absolutely roll. He sees man coverage, tries to take advantage of it. They don't execute on that play. But if you want to play that defense, I think you'll get that pattern a lot from that guy.
They've already converted once on 4th down on this drive. They are unafraid to make everywhere 4-down territory. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the 1st down and a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. The Bears have this offense rolling. Fresh set of downs going up top. Fires to the wideout. And wings it incomplete.
And when you're a quarterback, man, I know wide receivers are great athletes and they're supposed to catch everything that gets near them, but when you don't put it right on the center, when they're running a lot of times, it just makes it a little bit more difficult. And I think he did that a little bit too much for his wide receiver right there.
He's really close to that 1st down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. 3rd and short from the 22. Is the field goal unit getting ready, or is this already 4-down territory? Tight coverage and an incomplete pass. The defense knocks it away and forces a 4th down. They're in makeable field goal range, but on 4th down with this deficit, they'll leave the offense on the field. Firing to the end zone. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. And that decision will be questioned for a while. Straight ahead, it's Coates. He's stuffed after picking up 1 to the 23. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Kept the last one on the ground. Now they'll throw. Grabbed over the middle. It's Jordan. That's some old school, hard-nosed, tough running as he powers his way to the 30. Comes the rush, and they've got it wrapped up at the 28. The Sooners will send out the punt unit. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. Makes a nice grab at the 25. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. First play of this drive will start from the 31-yard line. Looking for a man. It's Gentry. Great job to separate the ball from the receiver there.
And both of these defenses, man, they've been so good. They've been physical. They've been great tackling, limiting explosive plays. But it's these type of plays right here, when it's kind of a 50-50, 60-40, where the offense has to make the play, the defense has been consistently winning in this football game.
And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. One quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic 4th quarter finish. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Fresh setter downs going to the air. Got his man. At the 40, there he goes. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a 1st down.
This is so interesting right now, watching this offense stay aggressive. They've got the lead in the 4th quarter, and you're thinking at home, we got to just run the ball and try to bleed the clock. They found something on defense they're taking advantage of. 2 straight completions. I won't be surprised if they throw it again.
Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. They'll spread the defense out, going 5 wide on 2nd and 10. He wants to throw it again. Oh, pressure's coming. And it's taken away by the defense, and they desperately needed that turnover. And they'll get him down after a solid return. Motion from the wide receiver. Pulled it, finds his man on the left. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Drops back on first down. Caught. And he got 5 yards on the play, 2nd and 5 coming. Picked up 5 on that last pass play, now it's 2nd and 5. From the gun, it's Coates. And he's brought down after a short gain. In the dead center of the field as they try to convert this 3rd and short. Drives inside. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45. And the Sooners will have it 1st and 10. Sells the run, looking to pass. Can't hold on in the face of the contact.
And if this offense is going to get back in the football game, those are the plays they have to make. Like, they have to make contested catches. They got to find a way to get some points, to create some explosive plays. Those 50-50 balls, when you get your hand on it, man, they got to start making those plays.
Found a little crease and turned that into a productive run. Ball at the 38. The defense will try to get a stop on 3rd and short. They'll try to get the first through the air. Finds a soft spot in the middle. Just what they'd hoped for on 3rd down as they've got a first at the 32. Hits inside. It's Coates. Turning it on. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. The Sooners pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. They'll run it on the counter. Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Got there right as the ball did. Jarred it loose. It'll be 3rd down. They come to the line 3 yards away from the first down marker. They've converted twice on this drive. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. And it's good! And they draw to within 3 here in the 4th quarter.
And this offense obviously wanted to take the lead, but they chip into the lead a little bit. Now they're going to need their defense. Just give me another opportunity. They only need a field goal in the 4th quarter. Nice job cutting into that lead.
He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. Okay, guys, the Bears offense comes onto the field. They take over holding this slim lead, and a drive right here sure would be nice. They want that clock to run. That'll be good enough for a first down. They'll mark it at the 30.
And I think if you're the head coach, defensively now, obviously, you've got 3 timeouts in your back pocket. You're trailing at this point, and the offense is going to be running the football, trying to bleed the clock. They're going to take as much time off the game clock as they can before snapping it. You've got to start thinking about using some of those timeouts.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Beal. Still running at the 40. He'll be forced out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 44-yard line, and this offense has it going. RPO complete. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Timeout, Oklahoma. That's their 2nd. They've got 1 timeout left now. They'll have to choose wisely as to when to use it. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34. The Sooners call timeout, and that's their last one. And they'll have to navigate the rest of this game without being able to stop the clock. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Makes a grab down the middle. What a play to get it inside the red zone, and they are set up at the 17. And the Bears go back to work after moving the chains through the air. He wants it all. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line. Long way to go on second down. From the gun, looking for a man. It's incomplete. He was shooting for the end zone right there. This drive was clicking along, but after a couple of misfires, threatening to stall out on 3rd and 10. Looking to the end zone. Pass is broken up, incomplete as they were trying to strike for 6.
On that 3rd down, they took a shot in the end zone.
Well, guys, they are going to leave the offense out here. I know it's 4th and long, but a field goal doesn't really help you that much here, so you can kind of see it. Look out! And down he goes.
He had nowhere to go with the football. 4th down, you know he wants to make a play. I'd like for him to throw it up, to be honest. Try to give somebody an opportunity to make a play. Who cares if I throw a pick? It's 4th down anyways, but couldn't find anybody to get the ball off. Defense surrounds him, gets him to the ground with the sack.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance. 2nd down, gonna throw it. Throws to the wideout. Wide open downfield. Quick with the spin move. And they get him down at the 43, but this is the kind of explosive play you want to build on. Offense getting set for 1st down. Fresh set of downs going up top. Unloads to the wideout. Out wide left, it's Jordan. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play. The Bears call a timeout. That'll be their first. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game. The Sooners getting set on 1st and 10. Fresh setter downs going to the air. He's got the back in the middle. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. Timeout taken by Baylor. It's 2nd. And now what will they come up with on this 2nd down play? Wants to throw it. Unleashes to the end zone. Touchdown, Oklahoma! And with that, they move out front here in the 4th.
And they're able to score on a drive where they had to have it this late in the game, and they look to their playmaker on the outside to win that one-on-one matchup.
Big-time moments. Who do you trust as a quarterback? You could tell this was a big moment. He threw it to his big play wide receiver. He knew he would come down to it, and now the big play in the 4th quarter for the touchdown.
He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Keeping it on the ground with the running back. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. Win with the running game on 1st down, now back at it. Looking to throw, it's Gentry. Rush right in his face. Couldn't set his feet.
Well, this defense has had the QB's number all game long. One of the reasons why is because this cornerback, when he's on an island, he's winning the 50-50 balls, and he's not letting anything get thrown over his head downfield. Great job in coverage, disguising what he's doing and knocking balls away.
They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the 1st down. They're going to go from their own side to the line quickly. A big play here. 4th down, gotta have it here. Fires to the wideout. Oh, he ruins the big gator with a fumble. Defense picks it up. The defense making the play to drive in the dagger with that fumble recovery, and they should be able to run out the clock. We've got a timeout here as this coach is challenging the call. He wants to give the replay booth the chance to have another look. Might have to give that coach a flag and a whistle. He was right on in his view of the play, and the officials agree and overturn the call. Wants to throw on 1st. Under pressure. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Defense making the play. Hey, never hurts to pad the stats on D either, right? And they'll be able to run out the clock.
And some guys just have a knack of finding the football, and he is one of them. Like, you can just tell when the ball's in the air, he's like, that is mine. His second big game-changing play in this football.
What a battle this game was. Went right down to the end. Number one team in the land gets knocked off. But sometimes this gives you a chance to recalibrate some things, guys.
Yeah, and they're going to have to go back and watch this film and face some tough truths as well, because we know they've got a ton of talent. And this is a team that when they're playing their A game, they look like the best team in the country, David. Consistency, though, is going to be a big thing for them moving ahead.
Yeah, so you got to use this. You got to look at what you did wrong. You got to say, okay, maybe we're not as good as we thought we were. Just because we were number one, that doesn't mean anything until the end of the season. And you're the last guy standing, and